Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another battle where I almost forgot to click record at the very last second. But today we are fighting Gokey, and in case you guys did not notice, there is a little guy on your screen, and the little guy is known as Glimmet. Really excited for this battle. I really think that Palma and Gudra are going to do quite a bit of numbers into this team. So as long as I can get Palma to just do literally anything, you know, like just not die immediately, we go crazy. Also haven't really run this set on Gudra before, or I should say Hudra or Hisui and Gudra, but I've been running Hisui and Gudra in my Legend ZA team. I'm running Hisui and Gudra here, and I think it's time we pull out the silly strat. We have Duraludoo and 1-800 card packs. So Glaceon's lead was really just meant to scare out Golurk, but Golurk is not the lead. So we have two options here. Smartest option is I burn Terra immediately, and I think that's what we're going to do today, because if you do stay in, this does do some pretty solid damage to you in case you just want to get the guarantee stealth rocks up, which is, you know, fair. Definitely could switch here. You definitely have some safe switch options, but I don't think guarantee damage is bad as long as I land the blizzard. But we'll see. We will see. If you choose to stay in, this is some big bungo damage. You do switch. Cryogonal's probably coming in here if I had to. Brother, why is he triggered? What have you done to this man? Alright, Terra Glaceon on the field. It's just a little hat, guys. Have you ever just stopped to consider how silly of a little hat it is? Okay, yeah, not great damage, not bad damage. This does show me that you're not leftovers, so we at least know that much going in. Very well could be AV. You could there's a lot of things you could be running on this thing, to be honest, but you're not leftovers, so that does save us from the 4-course meal of the last battle, where there were 4 leftovers on the field. And truthfully, I don't think you can really do anything to Funfetti. If you have Gyro Ball or anything like that, then you know what you do. And that's a me issue. However, I think my goal is to get up screens here, just so then that way I can immediately go into, oh, you switch. Oh. We're back into Duraludon. Well, this is now just really not as good of a situation as it was 10 seconds ago. Isn't that so interesting? I love Funfetti. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I really just don't want to take that damage. Even through a light screen, you are doing like 60, if not more %, depending on how you built this thing. And with how much I want to be able to have screens later, I just don't know if I want to risk this. Honestly, yeah, let's just go Strudel. Because you're not going to click Draco in here unless you're just like 10 light years ahead of me and you are predicting that I'm not keeping this in. But I don't see a world where you don't just go for a guarantee here. Or you go for Stealth Rock. That is also an option here. Alright, so I'm going to click Close Combat here. Could be a throw, could not be a throw. If this thing stays in, it is one shot. This does at minimum 100% damage. What the? What did you feed this thing? Oh, and we get crit. That's so sick. That's so sick. I don't know if that crit mattered. I really... Are you max HP? Max? I mean, even then it said Draco shouldn't have killed, but it was a... I don't... Okay. This leads me to believe Max bulk Duraludon That's really not ideal. Because Palmont goes crazy into this team. Because like I said, on my side, Calc said at minimum 100% damage. You know, Life Orb, we were rocking, we were rolling. It is clear that they prep for that. And I am a fool. But you know, like according to the notes, according to the sheets, like we were doing the right thing. So, I guess do with that what you will. I'm gonna go ahead and get screens up here. Given everything that just happened, not that screens can help through a crit anyways, but I like having insurance policies because that makes me feel better. Love that, you know? And truthfully, I don't really know what Farigiraf wants to do here, so I honestly am just gonna go for the Thunder Wave just in case you're gonna try to do anything silly. Because Farigiraf is just kind of like anything and everything it wants to be all at once, you know? And that scares me. I love Farigiraf though. He's such a guy. Okay, we do get the Thunder Wave off. What do you go for? Do you set up screens too? Psychic. Oh, you thought I was wish. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Another crit? That's just so unnecessary. I mean, kudos to you, but just so unnecessary. Okay, I'm just gonna get my second screen up here. I don't have wish anyway, so this doesn't matter. You get paralyzed. That is not an even trade, but you know what? I guess we'll just... I take my crumbs where I can get it, chat. We're working with scraps, and you know what? Sometimes that's okay. Funfetti's a little scrappy girl. She just does what she can, and she wants to have a good day. You have to understand. It is very hard. It's very hard in these conditions. All right, I think this is Giblet's time to shine. Unless you are also running just like para hacks, you don't do anything at all to Giblet. Giblet's special defense is astronomical. So in theory, this gives me free window to acid armor, and then we can just start. Oh, you also switch. Oh, this is so free. Actually, this is the freest thing in the world. Freest thing in the world. Yes, hazards are going to be up. Yes, that is not ideal in the slightest. However, if I can just get to +6, I don't even know if I have to greed for 6. The damage on 4 is kind of crazy. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna acid armor, see if you stay in. You burn the Terra. Okay, Terra Ghost, I think he said. Is it? It is Ghost. Okay. Sorry, guys. Listen, we're switching up the mental meds, and my brain is everywhere right now. Okay. Wait. Oh, you have... Oh, I was like, how the... Did you just poison me? Okay. Okay. You know, being a steel type, didn't really see that one coming. We do have Chesto Resto, so, really not stressed about it at all. They probably think they're in a phenomenal position. Yeah, I've never been more unbothered. Okay, so we're gonna stack acid armors immediately in rapid fashion. Fashion? Anyways, ignore that. All right, another acid armor. Fun fact, just to like make this part slightly more interesting because no one really cares about stacking on both sides. We went to Collecticon, and I want you guys to know it's like a Pokemon card collecting conference, convention, all that kind of stuff, if you will. And we're walking around the expo floor, like looking at Pokemon cards. Vandy's trying to find a sealed Eon ticket, and we hear like music playing, And I'm like, wow, that's really weird. Why are people moshing on the expo floor at 2 in the afternoon? Like, sober as hell. There's no alcohol being served at this venue, right? And I'm like, wow, and they're doing a live band for karaoke? That's kind of nuts. Like, I know we're in Atlanta, but, like, production value? Okay. We applaud, you know? And what if I told you, I come to realize, after being like, wow, you know, the person who's doing karaoke is really good. They sound exactly like the person. Also, we got Glimmet. That's really big here. What if I told you it was Waka Flocka in the flesh? And, you know, like, for those of you guys who are like, who Waka Flocka? He's like the guy who would always play it, like, you know, like prom or like your, like, clubs where it's like, girl, the way you moving got me in a trance. You know, that was really not good. Girl, watching to the club, I know the way you're moving, girl. That one. All I wanna do. Yeah. Anyways, Waka Flocka doing a live concert in the middle of the Pokemon trading card expo floor. Just like dapping up people. It is a mosh pit at 2 in the afternoon. I was stun locked. Surf Waka in the flesh. Also, this is the freest rest turn of my career. So we're going to do that to bring you guys back to the present. Why did you body press? I guess to go for the defense stat? I was really expecting to take a Draco to the face, because that definitely had a higher chance to kill. But, okay. Yeah. Yeah! Okay. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna body press. You do stay in. Fascinating. I don't know. In my eyes, I would have seen the switch to Golurk to block the body press. That also would get rid of the reflect turn, and then you can just start spamming. That way you didn't lose Duraludon. But I don't know. I don't know what's in the Gokey hive mind, if you will. Maybe I should have gone to +6. I don't know. I didn't feel like I need... I don't know. We'll see. If me not going to +6 costs me the game, it costs me the game. I don't know. Me personally, like, I'm going to be so completely honest. I do not get fulfillment out of setup sweeping. Like, I don't really enjoy it when it happens, like, from the other side. I mean, like, I get it's Pokemon, and I get, like, you're here to win and it's a battle. But, like, I would so much rather have, like, a game that's close and, like, I don't know, just feel like I'm not just, like, for lack of a better term, just, like, slamming my dick on the counter and being like, measure! You know? Like, I don't know. I like having fun battles. And I think this makes it not even, if you will, but I don't want to go to +6 and sweep. That's not fun for me. That's not fun for them. That's not fun for you guys. I don't know. Stuff make my tummy hurt. All right, we're going to heavy slam here. EQ is going to do a lot. I really just don't really have the ability. Like, I do have the ability to go back into fun fighting. I just, like I said, I don't want to go back in and set all this stuff back up again. You know, I already burned the Chesto. That did nothing. Not a thing. Okay. Yeah. Let's just ride it out. F it. What do I have to lose? Nothing. To be completely honest, this is Silly League. So why not have silly time? Because that's what we're here to do at the end of the day. I've come to realize I switch into an accent randomly when I'm stressed. This is how you can tell. I'm talking like, yeah, let's just have a city time. And on the inside, I'm like, okay, so what do we do here? Run rather stressed. Okay. Where do we go from here? Goodra put in work though. For that being a silly set I've never run before, I feel like that kind of went well. I liked it. Now what do we do past here? Could not tell you. Easy answer is I set up screens again and then we go from there. Is that the correct play though? Because I'm not gonna lie, these moves do a ton. Okay. In theory, even with Reflect, I live 1, but that's before the hazards take so much damage. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to switch Funfetti and just to go back into Goodra. I really, yeah. Okay, so that was the correct play. Oh my god, we live on 16. Oh. Okay, so Calc was right. It was just... it is scary. Okay, I'm not even going to go for the other screen. I just want Chip on this thing because... Golurk of any mon on the team has 100% chance to sweep me. Golurk was the one we were afraid of. Like, I understand unburning Haluchas on the field. There's a lot of stuff that can be run with it. Truthfully, I'm like... Am I afraid of it? Yes. Does Slowking kind of eat it unless it brought something specifically for Slowking? Yeah. Because that's what? Golurk, Halucha, Farigiraf, and Cryo. Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna go into Slowking. Shadow Punch still hurts, but we get the return kill. And we have Regenerator. Ow, mother! Okay. Yeah, nobody really wants to take this. Cryo takes it the best, obviously, but Halucha doesn't want this. You do go for the Shadow Punch. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Big damage. The one we were worried about is gone. This is good. Speaking of worries, I do have this existential dread in the back of my mind, known as Cryogonal. Because I wasn't worried about Cryogonal until I was told it was Terra Ground Cryogonal. I don't have a way to hit that, just for anyone who's wondering. I do have Slowking. However, Freeze Dry is not looking good in my general direction. Let me make that abundantly clear. So if I had to guess, Cryo comes out right now. Halucha. Why? Wait, like, but why? I just Psychic. I live whatever you want to do. Okay, you switch. Maybe it was an Skedio? Like, Your Honor, we plead an Oopsie Daisy? Okay, Farigiraf is back out. Does this kill? I don't think so. No! Oh my god! That did nothing! Okay, yeah, no, that does not kill. I don't know what you have for Tom. If you're asking me where we go from here, I don't know either. Okay. Methinks we chilly reception here. We set up Glaceon, and we just kind of do what we can. We get the pivot. I get regen on Slowking. We are running bulky Glaceon too, so we can just kind of see what's possible. Okay, what do you go for? Oh, Nightshade. That's why you were into it. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. So now we get Ice Body and we get Leftovers back. Obviously, I can no longer Terra Blast into anything that is Levitate. So I'm just gonna Blizzard. I think doing a nice little Blizzard sounds nice. The question is, do you let Ferrograph go down here? You don't. Wow. Okay. He's preserving the differential. Okay. So we know this is going to do exact same amount of damage again. Guys, I fear I did an uh-oh. Guys, I fear I did an uh-oh. So, I was thinking in Lynn's brain, I kind of forgot about the fact that I just boosted the absolute hell out of Cryo. And you had to recover anyways! So I know I wanted the snow. I fear the snow needs to leave right now. Yeah, that was not smart of me in any capacity. Bentley agrees. For anyone who heard Bentley in the background, he's not happy. Yeah, because the way I basically have to kill this thing now is with Torterra, because Superpower does kill. If I can get Superpower off, this is fine. So now I have to stall my... Oh, what? He didn't go for the kill? He didn't go for the kill? Okay. We're switching. We're doing the things. I mean, like, for me, stalling snow turns, this is working out in my favor. Alright, we protect again. Let me just casually stall out my own snow. He's probably sitting here like, what is she doing? Unless he's in my brain, which is fair, because it was an uh-oh Skedio play. But I feel like if he caught on to the fact that I'm stalling my own snow, he would have killed me earlier. To be fair, most people probably don't do this. I am the anomaly here, and I am self-aware and okay with that. Yeah, you do have freeze dry. Yep. Tough. I could have gone for the double protect. I don't know. The thing that sucks... Okay. This is still a chance. This is still a chance. With this damage that is on it. Because if I can kill here, Glaceon has a chance to still do something crazy. Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Tough. I should have gone on Glaceon first. Yeah, I think that through. Is it? I don't... Because then he would have just recovered. I really don't know. Yeah, I think if I would have sent out in reverse order. Do you have Heavy Slam? Do you just kill Glaceon here? Oh, Freeze Dry just straight up kills? That's crazy. Okay, well, regardless, GG's to Gokey. I kept thinking his name said Grookey, so I, like, my spreadsheet that I've been going everything off of literally says I thought his name was Grookey, not Gokey. But massive GG's, very well played, a very close battle. Anyways, be sure to check out Gokey, very kind person, very supportive person. You guys should show him all of the love in the entire world, as you should with all of the coaches that are in this league. Be sure to check out the description for all of those lovely and wonderful things. And, it's tough that Pawmont got crit. I feel like had Pawmont not gotten crit, we would have been in a much better spot because I would have been able to do a lot more of what I wanted to do this entire battle. But I mean, like, what else am I supposed to do if the calc says I have 100% chance to kill at minimum, but you live, laugh, love, and learn. And with that being said, I will see you guys all in the next one. Have a magical and wonderful day. Goodbye.